Good morning, this is Patriconious here, and I am doing the Welcome to VGC in the morning, where I'm going to battle in the morning. This is the team I'll use against you. This is the team I've been using on screen. It's going to be, I'm going to use Dragapult. They're all level 100s. Moves are going to be Dragon Darts, Fly, Protect, Phantom Force. I'm pretty sure it's almost exactly the same to your exactly as yours. I got a Milotic running Muddy Water, Protect, Icy Wind, Helping Hand. It is a it's fully invested in HP and mostly D. Defense. I got an Urshifu running straight up full attack, full speed, Focus Sash, Wicked Blow, Detect, Scary Face, and Close Combat. I got this is a special Arcanine with Burn Up, Protect, Snarl, and Scorching Sands. Decent amount of special attack, mostly HP. And Porygon 2. This is a special Porygon 2. It's analytical, so it doesn't run Trick Room. More attack and HP than normally would be invested. And then a Rillaboom, Assault Vest Rillaboom. Running Fake Out, Grassy Glide, Knock Off, High Horsepower. That would be your team. That's the team. What I will do is I'm going to pretend like I don't know it's you playing. So I'll just let you know what I'm thinking so that it helps out everything. Because, you know, win or loss, it's about, you know, you want some help, and that's what we're here to do, right? So if I'm looking at this, you got Rotom, Excadrill, Incineroar, Togekiss, Amoonguss, and Dragapult. So for me, looking at this team, I'm not too worried with my team about Dragapult. I'm not too worried about Incineroar. I'm well equipped with... so automatically looking at it, your Excadrill is probably Mold Breaker. That's what I would assume. It's Mold Breaker. Oh, it's all good, man. You have a good game. You enjoy the rest of your day. I had fun. I'm glad you're back a bit. And those games, I had fun playing. You know, let's do it again. Oh, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Shoot. Alright, man. Have a good one, Bit. Thanks for stopping by. We'll work on your Trick Room. We'll maybe I'll do a Trick Room team with you. Alright, Mikey. I totally was saying goodbye to Bit. So I led my default lead, which is why I set up, because sometimes I talk. Which works out. So Excadrill is Mold Breaker. And you're using Dragapult. Are you going to be faster? So right now, I know I don't run max speed Dragapult. So I'm thinking, what am I going to do? Because I could be worried that you will be faster than I. So, because I'm worried that you're going to be faster than me, I'm going to go Protect Icy Wind. Which works out because you end up bringing in a Amoonguss. Okay, so player brings in... He's got Dragapult, Excadrill, Amoonguss. So right now, I'm trying to figure out who's your last Pokemon so I don't switch in funny. Amoonguss, Redirect, and Spore. So I'm just going to go for another Icy Wind. So I'm worried about Spore, so I still don't know whose Dragvolt's faster or not. So now I know my Dragvolt's faster. Dragbolt missed, so I'm going to go for Icy Winds. I'm expecting a Spore on my Dragbolt, why I went for Fly. But we'll see if Milotic gets spored. Milotic does get spored. Okay, so Milotic, Amoonguss spored me, so there's a good chance that Amoonguss is going to spore my next slot. So I might as well just keep hitting Icy Wind. I have no reason not to switch right now. We'll see what Dragbolt does. So right now, Mike, I'm just waiting out spores because I haven't figured out, like, I'm not too sure. I know your Dragapult, like, again, I'm pretending like I haven't seen your team. Like, I know your Dragapult's slower than mine, which confuses me. Togekiss, okay. I know you have Spore, so now I know your full team, which was a good switch because you knew the Fly was going to come into your Amoonguss. Dragon Darts is going to do good damage. And I'm still asleep. Okay. I really could use the wake up call. So you got Excadrill and Amoonguss in the back. So right now, Milotic, I'm just gonna keep sitting. I'm just gonna keep sitting pretty, spamming Icy Winds because you can't really do too much damage to me. Nice. Follow me. Should have expected that. Still sleeping. So now I'm in a little bit of a pickle. I should have brought my Porygon. If I had Porygon, I would have. It would have been over for you. This is what we'll do. This is what we'll do. So my only hope, because I misplayed my start pick, which is why I was saying, like, picking the 4 you needed, is like Porygon 2 would have been my win condition against your team. But I did not do that. I did not bring my Porygon 2. And you broke my sash. Oh, that's good. It's all good. Personally, I misplayed bad. I was saying goodbye to bit plays and I ran out of time. So you played really well. You've been playing really well. I'm gonna lose because I know who you have in the back and I can't beat it with the sleep. Yeah, I don't see why we can't have a battle. I think we might have another one after this, and then I'm okay with battling you. Totally. Yeah, let's do a best of 3, and then Corey, I'm totally down doing a another one, and then that's gonna be it for my stream today. Fun little fact: I am a father, and my daughter is waking up, so we're gonna start making breakfast here soon. But yeah, Mike, I would appreciate the best of 3. You got me sleeping, right? So that's Amoongus is so powerful, right? For me, I try. So fun fact, I usually stream in the morning. Is my big one. Mr. Topic, yeah. Mr. Topic, Top Tick. Sorry. Yeah. I usually stream mostly in the mornings, and then Thursday and Friday night, I'm going to start streaming later. This is my first, like, I wrote down my work, like, stream schedule for myself. So this is the first, like, week I'm actually hitting my full times. Yeah, you got this. So you played well. You moved around. You did the right follow me's. You did the right spores. Great game. Yeah, I didn't play very good either, so this is perfect. We can try to play a little bit better. And this is another one too, is like if you decide to go tournament, like playing in competitive best of 3 is very different than just climbing the ladder. Because climbing the ladder, you can use like beat up strategies and all those weird ones, but once you play best of 3, you know those strategies. So that's why I was saying, like, I like your team. Yeah, sounds great. I'm down. I like your team because your team has the capability of being very consistent. All right. And Corey, that sounds great, man. That sounds perfect. All right. Mr. Top Tick, how am I going to adjust and beat you? So if I was doing a round 2 and pretending like I'm still not talking to you, I'm definitely bringing my Porygon. All right, I locked in. I made some adjustments there, Mr. Meester. So hopefully we're doing it better. I'll keep talking still like I normally would. Or I'll try to. Basically, the thing that I'm worried about is I have noticed, and this is something like when you do it, you like, now that I'm playing Amoongus, this team doesn't do the best against Amoonguses. So it'll be something that I will have to adjust for or revamp my team. So, looking at this, so what I decided to do this time is, because I remembered that my Dragapult is Are you good at VGC? I don't think you're bad. And like I said too, like there's like climbing the ladder and playing best of 3. It's 2 different categories. Your team's set up well. we'll see how well, like the big one will be like, how well do you adjust to me playing and how well am I adjusting to you playing, and that'll be the big change to see how much better you do get at VGC. But also in VGC, in this format, you're going to lose because there's always going to be a team, because it's so varied, that you could lose against, if that makes sense. But like, you're making the right plays. 100% you're making the right plays. So for me, I don't like Togekiss, so I have to get rid of Togekiss. I know Togekiss is a problem for my team, and you withdrew your Togekiss. So I'm hoping you switch into a Moongus, in case. So I went with a big old Max Guard to stop your Dragapult from killing me. And you vanished anyways, which means you're probably going to target it. And I went for a Burn Up, because I wanted to cover the basis of if a Moongus does come in, or if Togekiss stayed in. And now I'm expecting my Dragapult to go down. Like, it's probably going to die out, because the other Dragapult is in there. So I'm just doing a sack move. I'm just trying to get as much damage off as I can. And you still have a full Dynamax, which is decently scary. So Togekiss, Amoonguss, Incineroar, and Dragapult. Okay. Yeah, it was. If you wanted to, you didn't want to sack your Amoonguss, right? Because Amoonguss, I'm pretty sure you have Regenerator on it. So yeah, it was a good switch. Because you didn't want to lose. Like, you don't want to lose Pokemon. Because what you can do now is, let's say you need Dragapult. And you know I'm going to attack it. You got 2 fodder Pokemon if you really want to fodder them in the back. So no, excellent switch. So got to get the fake out on the Porygon, which is okay for me. Popped your berry, unfortunately. No, you're playing well. My team, you're showing out that like I got some good weaknesses that I need to learn to cover on my team. Like, I thought I dealt with well, but I'm not dealing with well. So, like I said, your team's built really well. You got some good switches. Like, if you wanted to, you can switch any of those 2 and then bring them back and get the field advantage back, right? So, and you're forcing me to like, I know you have Togekiss and I know you have Amoonguss in the back, right? Like, you're forcing me to make sure that, yeah, now you're snarling me. So like, yeah, great job. I gotta figure out how to. So, I gotta figure out how I'm going to win this. Gotta figure out how I'm gonna win this. Ah, Fake Out can only be used the very first turn that you bring your Pokemon out. So that would have been considered a misplay, and I'm hoping, due to your misplay, that I'll be able to take advantage of the situation. Okay, so now you bring out your Amoonguss, which is terrifying. So now I have to do some pivoting because I need to take control of the board position again, especially since you've been snarling me. Oh, going for the max Incineroar. Nice. You probably could have maxed Incineroar a little earlier while it still had its berry, but I still think you're in a really good position. And you read my switch into Arcanine. That is an amazing play. And the Pollen Puff. Yeah, man. You're doing really great. Yeah, you got me on the back burner, bro. Getting that follow me. No, the Mr. Top Tick's playing amazing. Let's see if I can pull it back now. Sorry, I'm trying to think of like the moves I need to do to have hope of winning. So if I played it right, I'm hoping you do a follow me Togekiss. My Arcanine's faster than my Rillaboom, so I should be able to take out your Togekiss. And I think this is your last turn of Dynamax. Yeah, Arcanine's tanky. Okay, well, you know what? I have confidence that I might have pulled it back. So, Amoonguss is almost full health. It's going to start to sporing me. Incineroar has not shown Protect, so I'm going to double up into Incineroar slot because I need to before a Pollen Puff comes up and heals it, or I get Spored. Because if he has no offense, then I should be okay. Boom. Boom. Yeah, I had to slowly wait it out. I think you would have had me in a real big pickle if you popped your Incineroar a little bit earlier and then start hitting those max flares just a little bit earlier. Oh, you literally have no attack moves. Wow. That was good. We're going to game 3. You got an attack move. Palm Puff. You know, you did play well. I was screwed until you hit Fake Out. And then when you hit that Fake Out, that allowed me to come back. Yeah, Palm Puff does damage. It just heals your ally or hurts, right? But this should finish it up. The burn up should finish it up. Perfect. No, you like I said, you had me. I think your big one was that you used a Fake Out on an Incineroar. That turn allowed me to catch back up again. But like your switch from Togekiss to Amoonguss to Incineroar, those are awesome. Your Incineroar could have probably Dynamaxed just a little bit earlier, but I think those had been the only 2 improvements. Because you had me, like I don't think I was pressuring you until the end, but like as soon as the game started, I was like, oh man, like I was always the one that had to like, okay, I had to worry about my defense, not attacking you, because you had better positioning throughout the match. The only issue you had is that Amoonguss is not a Pokemon you want to have in the last. Yeah, well, Porygon, Porygon. That's why I have Porygon. You know what I mean? He is a big issue for you, which is why I have him. So here we go, game 3, man. Let's do it. How can you fix Porygon being an issue? You need to add a fighting move. And Incineroar is probably, if you plan on Dynamaxing Incineroar, yeah, to fix your thing, you just need to, sorry, Shadow, you just need to get to level, you just need to beat the game. You beat the Elite Four and then you're set once you get the last gym. But yeah, Mr. You need to find a fighting move. All right, let's do this. Let's see. Probably in Sin. Who else can learn fighting moves on your team? Well, Arceus is not in Sword and Shield, so you got a Wonder Trade. So that means it's a hacked Pokemon. Yeah, a Legendary Shiny. That's a hacked Pokemon. So if you're okay with having hacked Pokemon, sure. And then all you need to do is have it later. in the you just need to beat the game to have it. Oh, nice. You brought Rotom. Rotom's a good one, too, because Rotom messes stuff up. No, that's what I mean. It's impossible to get Arceus in Sword and Shield, but people hack the game. So it's a hacked Pokemon. Someone hacked it into your game, and you got it. I personally would just release it because I don't want to. Yeah, we'll do it again. I have no problem. So personally, I would just get rid of the Pokemon. Sorry about that. My nose is real itchy. People have been doing some weird stuff, but if it's true, I would just get rid of it. I'm going to bring the same team, just because I feel like it's fair if I bring the same team. Shoot, I can't remember what was the last one. If I... Yeah. Yeah, Shadow, it's up to you. You can't use it competitively. You'll never be able to... It'll just be used for fun battles. Because it's super legendary. All you have to do is beat the game. Shadow, that's all you have to do. He's level 100. All you have to do is, yeah, beat the Pokemon League. And then all Pokemon will obey you. Alright, Rotom and... Okay, Rotom, Togekiss. Made some good adjustments already. So for me, I do not want... You probably picked... You led the two Pokemon that I would rather not have looking at my two Pokemon. So I'm going to do something that I normally don't do. I'm going to go big old Porygon 2. On your team, I think Incineroar is actually the only one that gets a good fighting move. And that would be Close Combat. Or Superpower. I always get them mixed up. Also, Excadrill gets Brick Break. But other than that, that's it. That's all. Oh, I was like, how did Togekiss not take that much damage? Yeah. How's everyone else doing in the chat? We're doing a little bit of... I'm just playing Mr. Top Tick here. And then doing some not fan battles. This is some player battles. So, how's everyone else's morning going? Mine started off really well, obviously. Maybe not obviously. I did win my first match, so yes, my morning started off well. So, Mr. Top Tech, I want to hit an electric move, but I'm worried about your Excadrill. So having Excadrill in the back and having two Pokemon that are kind of weak to electricity, very good playing if you do have Excadrill in the back. And you're waiting out my Dynamax. So, we'll see how this goes. Oh, send out a Moongus. That was a good switch. Arcanine's down. That's your big counter to a Moongus. It's a good play. It's all good. It's all good that your tablet keeps dying. Popped his berry. So now I'm in a little bit of, I have to start playing a little bit smarter because yes, Toga Kiss is almost dead. But I need to start putting some pressure on. Okay. Yeah, no, you totally stalled my max, which is good. It's good. I didn't want to max so early with my Porygon, but in that position, I felt like I needed to start getting some damage off and holding you back a little bit. So that's what I was deciding. Now, if that's the right play or not, we'll find out. Take a crit. I'll take a crit. Well, I hope I ruined your plan. I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but I hopefully did. I figured you wanted a Pollen Puff. Like I said, Amoonguss is a really good support Pokemon during certain times. I just need to find a way to play around the Amoonguss. Pretty sure this picks up the KO. Yeah. Do 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 do. So now you got so the last is Dragapult, Rotom, and Togekiss. So I'm safe to pretty much Grassy Glide to the end zone. Dragapult. Fudge. Max Airstream. Probably will take out my Rillaboom, which isn't very good. So that's what I'm worried about right now is Max Airstream hitting Rillaboom, but Grassy Train's up, so I will get my Grassy Glide off, which should take out the Rotom. It does. I've hit Ice Beam, which will do a good chunk to Dragapult. Yeah, Rillaboom. But I think Ice Beam might pick up the KO onto Dragapult here with the Life Orb damage. Life Orb chip. Close. Ooh, another crit. Do. Alright, Mista. Here we go, 2-on-2, last two. Airstream on the Porygon. Interesting. I thought you were gonna go for a follow me. It was a good play. Here we go, late game. Yeah, no, your team does it's really strong. But that's why I put Porygon on my team, because it kind of balances out my team. Because fighting types wreck Porygon, but as you see, like I have Dragapult, and I have some other ones that can take it. No, it was a great game. Like I said, what you'd have to do is find a better way of playing around my Porygon, which most people don't use Porygon 2 as like an offensive Porygon like I do. Most people are like Trick Room, Recover, Try Attack, right? Yeah, but you're only Pokeball 5 now. I hit Master Ball rank usually all the time, so I always start at Great Ball, right? But last season I didn't hit Ultra Ball. But then again, I also like I said, you just gotta play. Like your team's good. You're just gonna have to start figuring out when you see those team compositions who's a problem. So now you know like Porygons are going to be a problem for you. So you either have to nuke them and just heavily invest and know that you can you start picking the Pokemon that you need out, right? So you stalled my Dynamax when maybe you should have just been more hyper offensive on my Porygon Dynamax. You know what I mean? Because I lost recovery. Yeah. But then again, yeah, you might do some damage calcs too, right? Is it worth having Incineroar lose a Snarl? Or I feel like you could lose Snarl because you have Parting Shot for a fighting move. If you really wanted to have a fighting move, to cover for Porygons, but I would also, you would lose Snarl. Yeah, I would lose Snarl because you got Parting Shot. It's either Parting Shot or Snarl, but the reason I would say lose Snarl is because you have no problem switching and you got good switch ins for Incineroar, so Parting Shot is better. You know what I mean? Because like you can switch into Togekiss, Amoonguss, Rotom. Oh, Excadrill gets superpower. So that's maybe better. Your better option. If Excadrill is kind of like your sweeper, and honestly, it's a steel ground type, so even Ice Beam wouldn't kill it, right? You'd have to do some calculations, but I think your Excadrill would even live like a Porygon Z. But Porygon Z usually does Dark Pulse, right? It doesn't normally run an Ice move. So yeah, so your sweepers are Excadrill and Dracopult. Then I would suggest putting a fighting move on one of them. Personally, if you do Excadrill, maybe lose Rock Slide. See, the good thing about Excadrill, if you Dynamax it as your sweeper, it's got a ground move, boost special defense. It's got a steel move, boost physical defense. And then if you add the fighting move, it'll boost its attack. Because it's Mold Breaker, you have Rock Slide on there. So if you're running a Sand Rush, Rock Slide would be good because you can start your own sand. But you know what I mean? There's no real need. And what hits Rock Slide is really nice. So that's the thing, is as you play, you'll figure out. Like, you fought me with a Porygon, which could be a little bit considered off. So maybe Rock Slide is more advantageous to you, right? And you're not going to know that until you start battling more and more and more and climbing the ladder. My only suggestion is don't get too discouraged while climbing the ladder, because you're going to come across some really weird stuff. And if you've never seen, or you're new to Pokemon battling, if you've never played, like today, I would say that I'm okay, and I would know how to counter a beat up strategy. But today, before you joined, I faced two people that had two different beat up strategies, and they won both. I knew their strategy, they just executed it differently. So I can probably counter it now, but you have to lose a little bit and you have to find some. So even when people have the same like beat up strategy or weakness policy strategy, they may execute it slightly different, and that's hard on the ladder because you won't be able to adjust to it. You might just get sweeped, right? So Rock does the same as ground. Rock just sets sand, right? Yeah, no problem. It was good. You had me on my toes. Like, I had to really think, like that one game, if you didn't do that fake out, you would have won. I'm almost 100% sure that if you didn't misplay fake out, that game was yours, and then you would have won the 2 out of 3 match.